this episode, we tidy up some odds and ends, and I show you how to shave a marker light. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is basically rebuild this seat support out of the passenger side. You can see it's all rotted kind of on this side here. It's got some surface rust. So I'm just going to clean it all up. I'm going to weld in a new piece along here and get it all prepped to get reinstalled once we're ready for it. Okay, this is done until I'm ready to start installing it into the car. Once it's in, then I'll replace this section here, but there's a bit of a hump within the car that I can't really install this piece until it's in place. This side, it still has some holes just from where the spot welds are. I'm not 100% sure whether I think I'm just going to leave those and then I'll just fill those when I actually weld it into place. But that went fairly smoothly. I still got to clean this up. I'll do that now, and then I'll just give it a coat of primer, so clean up both the inside and the outside. Okay, so I've applied some rust converter on here. I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm going to put a coating of primer on here. While I'm waiting for this to dry, I'm going to move on to the next thing. While we're doing all the body work on the car, I'm also going to get rid of these marker lights. So that's what I'm going to work on now. What we have to do is I'm going to strip any paint and primer and filler off of here, prep this area. I'll make a template out of cardboard and then cut out a piece of metal to plug this large hole. These small holes I'll probably just fill with welds. Got the plugs welded. I'm just going to I'll put a little bit of rust treatment just on here, and then I'm going to use a little bit of body filler just to smooth it out. So. Okay, so after some quick sanding, this is all ready for body work when I'm ready to do the rest of this panel. Obviously I have 3 more marker lights to do, but I was just wanted to get this one done today, and I think we're going to move on to something else now. I've got this primed and it's basically ready to go. Once I'm ready to get that installed, I'm probably going to wait until I've dealt with the floors and got them ready before I'm going to install this. That way I can make sure that the floor is completely coated underneath here as well. So as I'm tidying up odds and ends, getting ready to start on the body work, I still have to do this side. I repaired this side in one of the earlier videos, but I left this side and I got distracted moving on to other projects. So I'm going to quickly replace this metal here and get this rear end kind of finished up. Okay, so the new metal's all in. I'm just going to give it a quick sand, and then I'm going to apply a thin coat of body filler just to smooth it all out, and then this section will be done. Okay, so that's the first coat. You can see I sanded most of it off, but it does fill kind of all the little pinholes and stuff from the welding. I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 more light coats just to shape it a little bit and get everything perfectly smooth. This first coat I put on flashed a little quicker than I wanted, and I think I just had a little bit too much hardener in it, so I wasn't able to get it smoothed out quite as nicely as I wanted. So, but I don't really want a lot on here, so it's just kind of to fill the pinholes and stuff like that. So that turned out pretty good. Woo! So that's where I'm going to probably end this video. I didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted. Just a lot of little projects still to do till I can really start the main body work. But it's smoking hot here today. It's about 35 degrees Celsius, and slowed me down a bit. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more done next week. But if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for tuning in to Analog Generation.